Few cars in recent memory have made people as angry as this one, and the reason is the badge on the back. Ford has brought back the Capri, a name that for millions meant an affordable, good-looking coupe from the 70s and 80s, and reattached it to a four-door electric fastback SUV. Purists were furious, and you can understand why. But here is the thing that often gets lost in the noise. If you can put the name argument to one side and judge the Capri purely as a modern electric car, it turns out to be far better than the outrage suggests, and that is what this walk-around is really about. Whatever you think of the name, the styling mostly works. The Capri is a low-slung, coupe-roofed electric SUV, and in this bright blue, it looks genuinely sharp, with a closed-off front panel, the Capri name embossed across the nose, and a full-width light bar at the back that ties the whole thing together. There are even subtle nods to the original in the shape of the rear haunches and the way the roof tapers down. It is longer and more rakish than most family EVs, which gives it real road presence. You may not accept it as a true Capri, but as a standalone design, it is one of the better-looking electric crossovers Ford has produced, and it stands out in a class full of tall, boxy shapes. Inside, the highlight is Ford's Sync Move system on a large screen that actually slides and tilts, hiding a storage cubby behind it, which is a genuinely clever touch. The driving position is good, the seats are comfortable, and there is a real sense of space up front. Material quality is solid if not luxurious, with a mix of soft surfaces and harder plastics lower down. Some of the switches and menus will feel familiar if you have sat in certain other European electric cars, which is a clue to what lies underneath, but Ford has dressed it in its own style, and day to day, it is an easy, pleasant place to spend time. For a car with a sloping coupe roof, the Capri is surprisingly practical. Despite the rakish shape, rear seat space is barely affected, with plenty of legroom and only the tallest passengers brushing the headlining. Behind them, the boot holds a generous 572 liters, more than enough for a family's luggage or a big shopping run, and the load floor is flat and usable. This is the part that quietly answers the critics. The Capri may wear a coupe's name, but it works as a proper, everyday family car, which is exactly what most buyers in this class actually need. Under the skin is where the controversy gets technical. The Capri is built on Volkswagen's electric platform, sharing its basic hardware with several other family EVs, but Ford has retuned the steering and suspension and given it bodywork and a cabin of its own to set it apart. The result is a car that drives with a little more bite than its relatives. You can have it in rear drive with around 170 or 280 horsepower, or as a dual-motor all-wheel drive version with well over 300, and the long-range model travels close to 390 miles on a charge, which is genuinely impressive. The one honest catch is the ride. On rougher roads, it can feel a touch firm and unsettled, lacking the final layer of polish some rivals offer. If breakdowns like this help you decide, subscribe so you catch the next one. It is a small complaint against a car that gets the big things right, but it is worth feeling on a test drive before you commit. So that is the reborn Capri. It will never satisfy the people who wanted a spiritual successor to the original coupe, and the name will follow it around forever. But as a long-range, practical, sharply styled electric family car, it is much better than the anger online would lead you to believe. The badge will keep starting arguments. The car itself deserves a fairer hearing.